Okay, so today we are starting with the new chapter, analysis of a financial statement. Now, this chapter is basically 2 marks MCQ, 1 mark answer in one sentence. Okay, so in short, and 3 marks or short sum. So total 6 marks from this chapter as per the current syllabus and current paper style. Okay, so very scoring and very simple chapter. Now, chapter number 3, what we did was company final account. So in that chapter, we tried to understand how to prepare the financial statement and in particular balance sheet and profit and loss statement. Now, we have prepared the financial statement, but what's the use of that financial statement? It's to know the true financial position of the business. But if we want to do some analysis, okay, we want to make some investment, we want to understand how the company is moving, how the company is performing, where there is a growth, where there is a decrease, how are the expenses moving, how are the revenue moving, what exactly is a company doing as compared to the previous year. So what we do is we go to the next part of this, that is analysis of a financial statement, that you have a financial statement in front of you. Now, how would you read that? How would you analyze that? What can you make out of that financial statement is what we are going to learn in this chapter. From uh, exam point of view, it's a very scoring chapter. You can score full marks because 2 MCQ, 1 answer in one sentence, and 3 mark short sum. Now, over here, we are going to see how analysis is done. Various tools are there, various methods are there. And this is a very important chapter going further for you, because here you're going to learn the analytic part of the financial statement. So if some financial statements come in front of you, how would you read it? What can you make out? How would you compare it with the previous year and analyze it? So nice chapter, and you will really learn lots of things over here. From exam point of view, it's very simple, just simple formats, calculation, and you can get the full marks in this. Now come to page number 153. Now you can see what all is covered over here is given. Now what all I have told you. Okay, so I'm not going to cover the introduction part right now in this. What we do is we directly go to analysis of financial statement. So basically, what do we do when we do analysis of financial statement? So which tools are used? Okay, then which procedure is used for analysis, to whom it is useful, what are the objectives. Answer pertaining to these questions are to be studied in this chapter. So let's proceed further. Now, meaning, this is important. You have to learn this meaning of financial statement. So businesses or non-business entities maintain their accounts. For preparation of these accounts, rule, principles, traditions, and assumptions of accounting are considered. Now, financial statements are those statements which provide results of different financial aspect of the entity. Financial statements are organized reports which disclose detailed financial condition of business entity. So this meaning you need to learn. Okay. Then objective. Now what's the objective and what are the types of financial statements? So we know that the purpose to make a financial statement is to know profit or loss of the business entity, then to know the financial position of the business entity, so to know the profit and loss of the business entity, we go for the statement of profit and loss, and to know the financial position of the business entity, we check the balance sheet. Okay, so these two. Now in the previous chapter when we did that, what are the financial statements? So in that financial statement was also included cash flow statement, with also chapter what we are going to see going further. So in the financial statement, one is the profitability, second is the financial position, and the third is the cash position of the business entity. This we come to know by preparation of cash flow statement. So you can write over here. Because short questions are going to come from this chapter, I'm just going for the overview of the theory, and I'm not reading everything in detail, which you can read uh, on your own. And in case you have any doubt, you can contact me. But it's very simple, so I'm not wasting much time on this. Now, in brief, you can see all the three are given. So this you can keep in mind, okay, that what's the objective of what, because it can come as a multiple choice question. So income statement, profit and loss account, then balance sheet to know the financial position, you have to know the profit or loss, and cash flow to know cash flow, inflow and outflow. Now, significance of financial statement. Okay, it is important for whom? So it is important for you. Please underline management, existing and potential investor, fund providers, short-term creditors, employee, customers, government, and other different agencies. Say for example, if I am a supplier to Maruti Suzuki Limited, so what I'll do is I will check the balance sheet of Maruti. I'll see how the company is moving, what's the profitability of the company, what is the growth, what is the vision of the company going further. And based on that, I will plan my production and I will plan the future of my company. So various people are connected with the company, and they would always like to know that how the company is financially performing. And that is why we are given lots of names over here who all will be using the financial statement. So the financial statement are important for these stakeholders, but the analysis of financial statement accelerates the important significance of these statements. Now, meaning of financial analysis. So again, this is important. So what all I'm covering is important. You should know because it can come as a multiple choice question or answer in short. So the objective of preparing financial statements are predetermined. Financial statement represent information and results. But after preparation of financial statements, they are rearranged in such a way that they become comparable. Because if I will not compare, how would I know how the company is performing? So different stakeholders take their decision on the basis of financial statement, which are prepared in comparable form. So this is what the first part we are going to see. We are going to compare. Okay, compare what? Results of current year with results of previous year. This entire process is known as analysis. So this is important. I hope you all are marking this in your textbook. Okay. Now, types of financial analysis. Now, financial analysis done for internal and external. So, you may say, sir, internal, external क्या है? Internal is the company themselves. What type of analysis they are doing for taking their managerial decisions or for making further budgets or further plan for the company. And external is external people connected with the company, which we have read over here: potential investors, short-term creditors, fund provider, banks, government, different agencies. So this can be done in horizontal, okay, and vertical form for short term and for long term. Discussion pertaining to this is as follows. We can present different types of analysis, financial analysis. Now first, on the basis of stakeholders, so external, internal, horizontal, vertical, and on the basis of duration. So it can be internal, it can be external, it can be horizontal, it can be vertical, it can be long term, it can be short term. Now, various analyses are given over here, or now first is on the basis of stakeholder. So financial statement of a business entity are used by various stakeholder. Stakeholder can be categorized in two categories. First is external party एंड सेकेंड इज इंटरनल पार्टी, यानी यहाँ पे कोई पार्टी नहीं हो रहा है, यानी इंटरनल पीपल हु हैव इंटरेस्ट इन द कंपनी, ओके, और इंटरनल एक्सटर्नल एजेंसीज हु हैव इंटरेस्ट ओवर हियर. तो यहाँ पे पार्टी यानी कोई पार्टी नहीं हो रहा है कि इंटरनल भी पार्टी एक्सटर्नल भी पार्टी. आई एम श्योर यू नो दिस, ओके, इट्स अ bad joke. Okay, external analysis, when publish accounts like income statement, balance sheet, you can see this word publish. Okay, published यानी क्या कि it is available in the public domain. You go to any limited company, say for example, you go to website of Reliance Industries Limited. There you will find an investor tab, and in that you will find that there will be annual reports given. So it is published. Income statement is there, balance sheet is there, report of auditor, directors are analyzed by external parties. यानी हम लोग यानी हम वो वेबसाइट पे गए और हमने वहां पे से डाउनलोड किया और हमने फिर उसका एनालाइज किया. तो उसका एनालिसिस कौन करेगा? पोटेंशियल इन्वेस्टर, फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन, गवर्नमेंट एजेंसी, क्रेडिट रेटिंग एजेंसीज, researchers, etc. for their investment decision or any other decision. This is known as external analysis. यानी कंपनी के बाहर के लोग, ओके, वो पब्लिश अकाउंट्स लेके वो सब एनालिसिस करते हैं. दैट इज एक्सटर्नल एनालिसिस. नाउ कम टू द नेक्स्ट पेज. इंटरनल एनालिसिस. नाउ इंटरनल एनालिसिस कौन करता है? खुद मैनेजमेंट, खुद कंपनी, द मैनेजमेंट ऑफ द बिजनेस take their decision from accounts prepared by them, so they themselves are preparing it. यानी यूविल का बैलेंस शीट, फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट मैं खुद देख रहा हूँ, उसको एनालाइज कर रहा हूँ. Okay, the base of these decision is analysis. When financial statements are analyzed by the management for their decision, it is known as internal analysis. The information available for this kind of analysis is accurate and elaborate. Now, second, we go for horizontal or vertical. So now, what is horizontal and what is vertical? Let's check out. First, go to horizontal analysis. Financial statements are prepared every year. The comparison of financial statement of different years is known as horizontal analysis. So please mark this. This is important. It can come as answer in one sentence or multiple choice question. This analysis is done for long-term planning. This is also important. You please make notes for this. This analysis is useful to know the current trend. This analysis is also known as, please mark this important, time series analysis. Important. Okay, it can come as a multiple choice question. Okay, now you can see 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 17, various data is given and you are comparing year on year on year. So you are going this way. That is why it is known as horizontal. Okay. So let's not get into the further details. We go to vertical. Now, just a minute. Now, instead of going for vertical analysis right now, okay, because we'll cover vertical later, let's go to the horizontal part first. So come to page number 164, because that is what the sums we are going to cover today. So let's cover the topic and the relevant topic and the relevant sums. Then we'll go for others. So come to page number 164, tools. Come to tools, okay? Tools for analysis of financial statements. Now, what are the tools? Now, over here, comparison of financial statement can be through first comparative statement and second through common size statement. Now first let's go to comparative statement, because that is what we are going to see today, the horizontal part. Under this comparative statement, comparative balance sheet and comparative profit and loss are prepared. This comparison is done in horizontal form. Thus, it is known as horizontal analysis of financial statement. Extremely important. Okay, this can come as a multiple choice question. Under this comparison, it can be ascertained that as compared to previous year, what is the increase decrease in terms of rupees and in terms of percentage during current year. The development trend of business entity can be seen from this kind of analysis. Now, what we are going to see this today. Okay, so right now I'm not going into example because we are going to solve sums based on this. So now come to page number 166, and I'll show it to you how this works. Now, structure of comparative profit and loss statement. Okay, now over here what we have to see, we have particulars, we have note, we have previous year. So please be careful here. First we are having previous year, then we are having current year, and then we have this additional column, that is increase or decrease. So previous year, current year, increase or decrease, and then percentage increase or decrease. ऐसे करके we will compare the results of current year with previous year, and we will see the data and do some analysis. I'll show you when we do the actual sum. Okay. Now you are supposed to learn this format, which I'm sure you have already learned because it's the same format what we did in the previous chapter. If still you have not learned it, please learn it. This is really important. So you must learn this format, okay, which should be in your mind. Otherwise you will make mistake, and 3 mark short sum, you can score full marks, it will go. So be careful about this. Now we are going to do illustration number 3. So please prepare a format like this. You need to draw the lines. This details you need not write right now. Okay, that we will do when we do the sum. You just make this format. Okay. In case you have any doubt, you can raise your hand and ask me. Meanwhile, okay, you can ask any doubts. So this is the format. Okay, you can write the heading. We are going to do illustration number 3. Now illustration 3 is what we are going to do. So summarize profit and loss statement of Gujarat Limited for the year ending on 31/3/2016 and 31/3/2017 are as follows. Prepare comparative profit and loss statement. Now, here there are a few things which you have to really keep in mind. Profit and loss statement of Gujarat Limited for the year ending 31/3/2016 and 31/3/2017. But Dear students, please pay attention over here on the screen. Yando. Now over here in the format, you have written 16 first and then 17. But over here it is 17 first and then 16. So while you do this sum, you have to be extra careful because if amounts are interchanged, your sum will go wrong. So you have to be extra careful while doing the sum. Now be careful, the first one is 17 over here and the next one is 16 over here. So your 17 is the second column and the 16 is the first column. So please be extra careful. Now sales revenue, other income, cost of goods consumed is given. So it is what? It is combination of purchase plus change in stock. So it's a combination of that. Then financial expense, depreciation, other expense, income tax rate is given. So let's start. We will make normal format only. Okay. So come to the format, write the heading, and then we start the sum. First, sales revenue. Now over your sales revenue is 9 lakh for 17 and 8 lakh for 16. So here we will go this way. First 8 lakh and then 9 lakh. So here we write 8 lakh and then we write 9 lakh. Now over here we can do this together, or first let's make the complete format with amount and then we go for increase, decrease and percentage increase, decrease, which I'll show it to you. Okay. Then second, other income. Now other income, again you see this 1 lakh and 2 lakh. So you go this way only. So 1 lakh and 2 lakh. So we have 3 total income 1 plus 2. Next, expenses. Now increase, decrease and increase, decrease percentage we'll do later. Now in expenses we used to start with the purchases and change in stock, and right now we just don't have them. So we directly write cost of goods consumed. So cost of goods consumed. It is 3 lakh and 3 lakh 30,000. So 3 lakh and 3 lakh 30,000. Direct expense is also included in cost of good consumed. That is what I assume, but still I'll write it not there. Employee benefit. Now do we have employee benefit over here? No. So again dash dash. Fourth, financial cost. Now we do have financial cost, which is financial expense, 60, 60 each. So 60,000, 60,000. Fifth, depreciation and amortization. So depreciation we already have. Okay, you can write and amortization also. $40,000 remains same, no change. So presently no change in assets also, and maybe straight line method, that's why it's remains same. So this type of analysis also you can do, because depreciation both years same, it means must be straight line and no change in the assets, neither we have purchased nor we have sold. Other expense, 2 lakh and 1,80,000. So we have total expenses, we have profit before tax, which is what? Which is 3 minus 4, 9 lakh, minus 6 lakh, 3 lakh, and I'll copy the formula, 11 lakh minus 6 lakh, 10,000. Okay. Then 6 less income tax at the rate 30%. So we multiply it with 30%, so 0.3, so 90,000. And 1,47,000. So finally, seven profit after tax is 5 minus 6. So 3 lakh minus 90,000, 2 lakh 10,000. Okay. So once you have done this, then we'll go for the remaining columns. Be careful about the 16, 17 thing, okay? So while you read the question, you read 16 first and 17 next, okay? That's so that you can do it properly over here. Now, coming to this, increase or decrease is very simple. So 8 lakh. So you have to see increase or decrease of current year with reference to previous year. So you can see how I've mentioned the column 4 minus 3. So which is 4 minus 3. So it comes to 1 lakh. Okay. So 1 lakh is the increase, and then we see the percentage increase. So 1 lakh divided by 8 lakh, because it was 8 lakh, it became 9 lakh. So what is the increase with reference to the previous year? So 1 lakh divided by 8 lakh into 100. So that comes to 13, or we can say 12.5 or 13. So let me adjust it for 1 decimal point. Okay, so 12.5. Then other income, again same thing, we find the difference, again difference is 1 lakh. So 100%, you can see 100% increase in other income. you won't be able to take this total over here, because if you take the total, okay, over here, what will happen is it will be 112.5. But in this total income is increased by only 2 lakh. It has not increased by 100%. So this we have to calculate separately. So it will be 2 lakh divided by 9 lakh into 100. So it will be 22.2. So overall, the total income of the company has increased by 22.22 percentage. Okay. Now coming to cost of goods consumed, again 3 lakh 30 minus 3 lakh. So we find all the differences first. Now we see the percentage. So 30,000 divided by 3 lakh. For you, you can directly press the percentage sign. Okay. You can directly press the percentage sign. So here we get 10%. Okay. Then nothing, nothing. And over here in the bracket, you can see negative 10%. So let's see what impact we have over here. Overall expenses पे क्या impact है? So it is 1.67. So 1.67% say our expenses has increased, whereas our total income has increased by 22.2%. So this type of analysis is done, that revenue or total income has increased by 22%, expense increase only 1.675%. So now we need to see what is the impact on the profitability because of this. So let's check the profitability impact. So 1 lakh 90 divide by 3 lakh, directly apply percentage. So 63.33 profitability has increased by 63.33 percentage. Same 63.33 because it's 30% flat, and 1 lakh 33 divided by 2 lakh 10%. Again 63.33. So overall profitability has increased by 63.33%. Now why it has happened? Because revenue has increased by 22.22%, whereas expense has increased by marginally only 1.67%. So this is how we do the analysis, because it is year to year. This way we are comparing. It is known as horizontal. Okay. That's why it's known as a horizontal statement. Please calculate all the percentage. See if you have any doubt. Now for the totals, don't do the total. You find it separately, because that's the overall. Because if you do total, it is wrong. Because it can't be 112.5% increase and then 100. So it can't be 112.5. Because here you see 9 lakh was the income, and now it has become even 11 lakh. So only 2 lakh has increased over 9 lakh. So you have to do this separately. Okay. Check it out, see if you have any doubts. Now, again, question number 4 is similar to the previous question, that's illustration 3. From profit and loss statement of Bhavna for the year ending 31/3/2016 and 31/3/2017, prepare comparative profit loss statement. You have to be careful in exam whether it is comparative, whether it is common size. So here it is comparative. Now, profit and loss, you can see the format is also given to you. You have to just cut, copy, paste. Okay, and then find the difference and find the percentage. So everything is given over here: sales, other income, COGS, net purchase, change in stock, employee benefit, financial costs, depreciation and amortized amount. So let's directly start with the sum. Come to the format. We follow the same format what is given over here. So sales revenue, Now how you will see the amount? You will read the amount from left to right. So 16 lakh and 20 lakh. That is how you will read, and you will write over here 16 lakh and 20 lakhs. Okay. Now second, so first we write the statement, other income 4 lakh and 3 lakh. Total income now fourth. Expenses. Now over here directly it is given, so we follow that. Okay. Cost of goods consumed, so we don't even change the order of it. Is 8 lakh and 9 lakh. So 8 lakh, 9 lakh. Second, net purchase for resale 90,000 and 1 lakh 10,000. Net purchase for resale 90,000 and 1 lakh 10,000. Please be careful about this. Over here it is 1617, over here it is 1716. So please be careful. So when you read the question, it is you start reading from left to right. So 16 first and then 17 later. And accordingly you can write over here. Third, changes in stock 50-50. Changes in stock positive means what? Positive means opening stock is more than the closing stock. If it is negative, it means what? Reduction of expense. So your closing is more than your opening stock. One of the sum you will see this. Fourth, employee benefit expense. Okay. Employee benefit expense is 90 and 120. Okay. Then financial cost. $60,000 and $40,000. Depreciation and amortized amount. 1 lakh 80 and 2 lakh 70. That's it. Okay, we find the profit. It's 7 lakh 30 and 8 lakh 10 before tax. Now taxation. So less income tax at the rate 30%. 2 lakh 19 and 2 lakh 43,000. And then finally profit after tax 5 minus 6. 5,11,000 and 5,67,000. Now let's go for increase or decrease. So increase is 4, that is current minus previous. So 4 lakh, 1 lakh, do for all the expenses. Then profit before tax and profit after tax. Now let's find the percentage. So how we will find the percentage is very simple. So it is 5, so increase or decrease divide by previous year into 100. You can directly use percentage. So 25 and 25. You can see sales revenue increased by 25%, but other income decreased by 25%. So overall, what's the impact? 3 lakh divided by 2 lakh percentage. So overall, it is 15% increase. Then cost of goods consumed. Let's go one by one. So 13, 22, 0, 33, again negative 33 and 50. So let's see what's the impact on the total. 17%. Okay, if you want to write in decimal, you write in decimal. Okay. Over here, is going to remain the same. 10.96, 10.96. So profit has increased by 10%. Revenue, you can see total income has increased by 15%, but expenses have increased by 17.32%, and that's why your final impact on profit is only 10.96, so approximately 11%. So if you analyze that, why profit has increased only 11%, whereas revenue or total income has increased by 15%, it is because expenses have significantly increased in terms of percentage. And that's why the overall impact is that only 11% profit has increased. So that is how you have to analyze this. Go through the sum. Please be careful about calculating the percentage. Be careful about writing the amounts. Okay, you can re-verify before you start with percentage and all. Okay, before you find the profit, you re-verify the amount with the question. Okay, for me it is like I have to move the screen here and there, so it becomes difficult every time. But for you, you have a textbook in front of you, you have a notebook. Bring the notebook near the textbook question and see, compare it. All the amounts are matching or not. So 3 marks for this sum. Okay, everything is given. You have to just calculate and get 3 marks.